Iron only becomes steel after passing through fire. And you, my friend, are being forged for something great. There is a moment in the life of every extraordinary person, painful, often lonely, when the ground vanishes beneath their feet. The career you built for years crumbles. The relationship you believed would last forever shatters. The dream you nurtured for decades seems to have turned to ash. In that moment, most people do one of two things. They sink into despair, or they run toward numbness. Very few, very, very few, look that pain in the eye and say, "I'm going to use you." This text was written for you. Whatever your starting point is today, know one fundamental truth. The pain you feel did not come to destroy you. It came to reveal you. The biggest lie we were taught. From childhood, we were taught to avoid pain. Society sold us the idea that success is linear, that successful people have easy lives. That is the most devastating lie we carry. Pain is not the opposite of success. Pain is the path to it. Michael Jordan was cut from his school's basketball team. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter as a single mother, living on welfare, with her manuscript rejected by 12 publishers. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. Frida Kahlo created her most powerful work bedridden, after an accident that should have ended her life. What do they all have in common? It's not talent. It's not privilege. It's the ability to transform pain into fuel. And here's what no one told you. That ability is not a genetic gift. It's a skill. It's a choice. It can be developed by you, right now, regardless of where you are. What pain really is. Emotional pain is, fundamentally, a signal. Like a GPS recalibrating your route, it warns you that something in your life needs to change. When you lose a job, it says, you were in a place that didn't value you. When a relationship ends, it shows, you placed your entire identity in another person. Now discover who you are on your own. When you fail at a project, it communicates, here is a lesson no classroom could ever teach you. Science confirms this. Researchers call it post-traumatic growth, the phenomenon by which people who went through severe adversity emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected to their values. Between 30% and 90% of people who survive major traumas report significant personal growth. You are not the exception to that rule. You are living proof of it. The phases of transformation. The transformation of pain into strength follows a path. Knowing that path makes all the difference, because when you understand where you are, you stop punishing yourself for still being there. It starts with the collapse, pain at its peak, identity in ruins. The golden rule here is simple. The only way out is through. Feel it. Don't run. Then comes the question. Instead of why did this happen to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? That shift seems small. It is revolutionary. Then arrives radical acceptance, not agreeing with what happened, but stopping the fight against what is already real. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not over external events. When you stop resisting, an extraordinary clarity begins to emerge. And finally, integration, when the painful experience becomes part of your story not as shame, but as a chapter of formation. When you can look at it with genuine gratitude, not for having suffered, but for what the suffering built inside you. Building the unbreakable mind. Unbreakable strength is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to keep moving toward what matters even when fear is screaming, even when doubt paralyzes. Do you see yourself as a victim of circumstances? Then you will act like one. But consider this. You have survived 100% of everything that has ever come against you. 100%. Your survival rate so far is perfect. That is not coincidence. That is evidence of who you are. Discipline is the antidote to paralysis, but not as punishment. Discipline is an act of self-love. Every time you act despite fear, you are making a deposit into the account of your own identity. Those deposits accumulate. They become character. And character becomes destiny. And pay attention. Stop wasting energy on what is not within your control. You don't control the economy, the past, or other people's behavior. You control your response, your effort, your direction. Every ounce of energy spent on the uncontrollable is energy stolen from what you can genuinely transform. Failure is your greatest teacher. Thomas Edison made over 1,000 attempts before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he replied, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. The problem is never the failure itself, It's the story you tell yourself about it. Destructive story, I failed, therefore I am a failure. Transformative story, I failed, therefore I learned what no success could have ever taught me. Failing forward means that even your falls are moving you in the right direction. You don't go back to square one. You go back to square one with more experience, more wisdom, more resilience. That is an entirely different thing. The message you need to hear. You are not alone. Every person who has ever done something meaningful in this world went through dark nights and almost gave up. The difference was not talent or luck. It was the stubbornness to keep going. You are not your mistakes. The past does not define the future, unless you allow it to. You have more strength than you realize. And the world needs your fullest version, not the version shrunk by fear, not the version dimmed to please others, but you, whole, awake, committed to what you came here to do. There is still time. If you are reading this, the story is not over. In fact, it may be just beginning. The commitment. Before moving forward, make a commitment, not to me, but to yourself. That you will stop using your pain as an excuse and start using it as fuel. That you will stop waiting for the perfect moment and act now, with what you have, where you are. That you will treat yourself with the same faith and compassion you would offer to the person you love most in this world. The pain you carry has an address. It is pointing you toward something, toward a necessary change, toward a strength you didn't yet know you had, toward a version of yourself that was always there, waiting. The fire burning inside you right now is not destruction. It is the forge. Stand up. Breathe. Take the next step. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Viktor Frankl. The best is yet to come.